Well, look where we have arrived. We are at the river. We are doing some trout fishing. Actually, this is my first time ever trout fishing in a river stream. Pretty freaking excited about it. Let's get out here and let's start casting. I don't really know what I'm looking for. I would assume that they're sitting up like behind rocks out of the current, but I guess who actually really knows? We're gonna give her the gas. Hopefully we catch some. Hopefully you guys are ready to experience the first trout fishing that I've ever done. This rock looks pretty safe. Whew, that looks nice. Stay tuned. I hope you guys are excited as I am. This looks like a lot of fun. Oh, and we got a bald eagle flying right over us. That is freaking cool. All right, let's get to fishing. Okay, well guys, first cast, I just turned my GoPro off and back on to start recording my actual fishing, and it didn't even take one cast. Well, it did take one cast. One cast, and we got one. Are you freaking for real right now? Look at this gorgeous specimen. Are you kidding me? Wow. One cast. Oop, man, these things are slimy. So cool. So pretty. I'm gonna try not to handle them as much as possible. But look at the oranges on the bottom. You can't even see it that good. All right, he's unhooked. No! Look at that. Unreal. Gorgeous fish. One cast. Are you kidding me? Okay, let's let this guy go. Oh, there he went. Okay, bye-bye. See you. Thank you so much. Man, what a freaking... You kidding me? Wow. Sometimes when it's meant to happen, it just happens, you know? Wash the paws off. But, wow. Let's go. One cast, one fish. Let's keep the train moving. Okay, we're gonna try not to miss this one. On the camera, at least. Whoop. Okay, gonna do just kind of this. Oh, holy smokes. Do the same thing I did that last time. I was just bringing it along, and all of a sudden, dunk. Okay, here's what we're using. The Z suspender in a yellow perch color. Look at that thing. Man, that is cool. And it crushes the trout, obviously. One cast, one fish. Are you serious? Don't litter, people. Bring a bag or have a garbage that you can throw your stuff in. We're gonna retie and get back out there. Oh, just hooked myself. Not very good, but we got it. While I'm tying this up, quick question for you guys. Do you guys prefer to listen to music while you fish? Or do you guys like to have the peace and quiet and just listen to nature do its thing? Have some drinks? How do you guys like to fish? I've always wondered that, because everyone always, fishes different. You go fishing with your buddies and all they want to do is drink. You go fishing with other people and all they do is just bump tunes and have a good time. And then there's some people that are dead serious about it and they don't want any noise at all. They want to be as quiet as they can. And they just enjoy the nature. Comment down below on how you guys fish. Me personally, I like to just listen to nature. I mean, if we got some soft music going in the background, I love it. But I like to just listen to the stream, birds chirping, the whole nine. Also, if this is you that throws your broken line into the water, please don't. Pick it up. I understand you might be stuck, but try to cut as much as you can off. Because, I mean, look what we got going here. I am all sorts of wrapped up in this. And it's not good for the environment. Come on, people. You're better than that. All I had to do was give it a light pull, and it's out. Like the lightest of pulls. And we got 2 free lures out of that. We got a new spoon, and then a little Meps. Freaking sweet. Hell yeah. Okay, we're just gonna throw this over by my backpack right now, but we will not forget it. There's a lot of line and random bullshit. Shoot. Okay, last cast at this spot. I gave it about 30 to 40 more casts with nothing. There's a little rapids right there that looks like I can cast from, so I'm gonna go try that. I'm gonna give every spot about, I don't know, 20, 30, 40 casts. And then if I catch one, obviously stay a little longer. But yeah, we're packing up. We're gonna grab this junk that was left behind, throw it in the backpack, take care of that later. And if I catch another one, guys, I am gonna show you what they look like with my phone. Probably takes a little bit better of a picture than an old GoPro 4. Okay, off to the next spot. I don't know if I've already mentioned this or not either, but today's setup, we got the Eurotackle Z Series 6'6" ultralight, 1,000 size reel with 4-pound fluorocarbon, and then just like I said, the Micro Finesse Z suspender in the yellow perch color. Get yourself some. Okay, walking up to spot 2. It's gonna be kind of tough because I got a tree that's right above me. If I'm standing on one of these rocks, it's literally like 3-4 feet above my head. So I'm gonna just be careful casting. Don't wanna get the old lure snagged up in the tree before it even gets out there. Come on now, let's get one more for you guys. I want to show you guys a hook set. Sorry I missed the first one, that sucks. I looked down and it wasn't blinking red, and for you guys that know GoPros, you know what that means. Yeah, it wasn't on. So I quickly turned it on and then showed you guys what I could, I guess. I didn't want to, you know, just not show you. Hooked up. Thought I was snagged, but it's a fish. Ooh, digging. Ooh, this one's really colorful. Okay. Okay, we're gonna go to the phone, so see you guys there. Look at this. Look at that. Make it so you guys can see. Look at the oranges. These fish are super cool. No. Super feisty too. Holy cow. Look at that. let me get him unhooked and I'll show you better. Okay, buddy's unhooked. We're gonna clean him off right here. Give him a quick little rinse. Look at this thing. Holy cow. Let him catch his breath. Oh. Yeah. Okay, now I'm gonna have to catch him. This is gonna be tough. Where'd he go? Okay, we got him again. Oh, look at this. I'm trying to hold him nice for you guys, but holding the phone, holding him. These are like a two-handed fish operation. Nope. Just look at the oranges. God damn, buddy. Look at the orange and the cool spots. You got like some purple dots on them. Awesome. Awesome. One last look at this guy before I let him go. But so pretty. Buddy, if you just toned her down, I'd get you back, you know? Golly. Oh yeah, he is ready. See ya. Thanks for the ride, buddy. Whew, fish number 2. Let's wash the paws off again and let's get right back out there. So cool. First trout mission ever. Well, I can't say that. I've fished for trout in lakes before, but never like on a river. Are you kidding me? One of these days, maybe I'll start fly fishing. Just become a pro, 10 to 2. You know the drill. But for now, we're gonna stick to the conventional gear. Seems to be working, and I ain't mad at it. Let's get back up on our little stoop here and start to cast. That one came like down here. There's a big rock that's kind of slowing water up, and he came right there, right where he should be, or like where I think he should be. You guys might know a lot more about this trout fishing stuff, and I don't really know nothing, so drop all your hottest tips down below because I'm gonna need them. Okay, there's a bunch of fish here. I just saw 2 of them boil or jump or whatever they do on that other side over there. So I might have to just wade out into this water a little bit. I can cast this thing pretty good, but I can only get like 3/4 the way across, and that's like right where they were. I'm gonna keep, you know, just throwing from here for now, but if I really need to get a bite, I know what to do now. And I mean, look at these views, guys. Holy cow. So gorgeous here. So gorgeous. I thought Minnesota had a lot of trees and just like was a pretty state until I got here. Wow, this place is incredible. I don't know much about trout fishing, but I do know a little bit about river fishing in general. And if you guys are having problems with like snagging on almost every cast or just snagging a lot on the rocks, of course, not just like these little patches of grass, one thing you can do to help, instead of having your rod tip down, is bring your rod tip up. It's gonna force your bait up in the water column and prevent you from getting less snags. Also, if your line is facing with the stream and you get snagged, what you can do is open your bail, let the stream pull it for like quite a bit. I mean, let out a decent amount of line, and then normally if you give it one jerk, it'll pop right out because your line is going with the stream back away from the snag, and it's gonna just slowly pull it out, and then once you jerk it, it's gonna pop it out of that rock, and you should be able to get your lure back. That's about all I know about this stuff. But it is cool fighting them on an ultralight with 4-pound test in the rapids. I mean, come on. What a time. But if you do get stuck as you're casting diagonal, there's really no way to get your bait out besides walking downstream and trying to pull it back out. And even then it can be tough sometimes. Sometimes you have to like walk across the stream and really get behind your bait, I guess, more or less. But yeah, just a few tips for river fishing. It doesn't matter if you're trout fishing, walleye fishing, smallmouth fishing. If you're in a stream that's got a lot of rock and you're getting stuck a lot, just a couple things you can do. Try them out. Let me know how they work. Also, another tip, if your line is wrapped around one of your hooks and like you see it and it's out here, you don't need to grab it and undo it. Just a couple of these, a couple little taps on the bottom, and it's good. That is a super simple way if you got line wrapped around your hooks. It only pretty much works with treble hooks, but just a couple little taps and you're good to go. Okay, I think last cast here, and I'm gonna be moving upstream again. Got a whole bunch of like trees and big rocks that make some nice little current breaks that I think they're gonna be sitting by. I mean, who knows if they actually will be there, but on to the next spot. Okay, coming up, next spot, we got just a little rock bar. Looks like it's pretty shallow and then it kind of drops off. But we're gonna play a little Frogger across these to get out a little further so we can cast. Okay. But like I was saying, there's a rock right there, another rock right there. This whole wall right there kind of creates a current seam. Then there's a couple trees a little bit further down that way if I get frisky and want to go do that. But for now, those two rocks look intriguing. There's a little pool behind that rock right there. So we're just gonna cast and find out, I guess. This water's moving. I'm surprised these fish can even like catch up to a bait. It is absolutely surprising to me. Like, I'm following my line down the thing and I cast up here, and by the time my lure comes back, it's all the way down here. They must just see it and attack it though. Oh, there's a guy down the stream that just hooked up where I stopped, actually my first spot. Should have just stayed there, I guess. But I'm just on a quick mission. Hopefully just slam a few for you guys. Which I kind of already did. Hope you guys are pumped. I want to catch one more for you before I get out of here. Just got a quick little op after work. Yeah, I'm thinking this is a little too fast. I'm gonna go down here, I think. I have no clue actually. What am I doing? Ooh. First off, I spotted this big rock. Try to run it right behind there. Oh, should have got bit. Actually, you guys tell me if I should have got bit. I don't know if you guys can see this rock, but right where I'm bringing my lure through, there is a nice little current seam from this boulder. But like I said, I have no idea if the fish sit behind it, if they sit off to the side, if they sit behind smaller stuff. I don't got a clue. But if I was one, I'd be sitting right there. Oh yeah, nice. This one feels a little better. A lot better, or it's just this current's a lot stronger. Ooh. This is a thicker fish. Doesn't have the same colors. I'm no trout expert here, so I don't even know if this is the same kind. But look at that. Freaking gorgeous. That was sweet. That thing hit it like instantly. Pretty fish. This one's got some shoulders to her. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Let's get her back. Okay, bye-bye. I just watched a guy fish this for like 30, 45 minutes. And what'd that take? 10 casts? Maybe 15? But it was on the backside of that rock over there that's slowing water down. And literally, that thing hit it 2 cranks in. I saw it turn and flash. Man, that's pretty cool. I'm gonna try to get another one over there. See if there's another one sitting over there. Oh, no, and then I cast it into the tree. Whew. I'm glad that one came out. That's scary. I don't know if I have any more of these jerk baits left. Here we go again. My line is stuck on my lure's hooks. So like I said, just a little, and it might take a couple times to get it, but literally I tapped that 4 times and it came out. It's pretty incredible how that works. I don't know where I learned it from, but I definitely had someone tell me, or I watched it on like some YouTube video. But man, does it save time, and does it save you from pricking your fingers? Because I know you guys know those hooks are sharp, and when you're messing around with them and you get your line stuck, you're digging around here, and all of a sudden you got a hook into your finger, and it doesn't feel good. So save your fingers. Try that tip. Here we go. Hooked up again. Let's go. Stay down, buddy. Don't throw the hooks. There's some fish back there behind that rock. Holy smokes. Awesome. Another colored up one. This thing's got some pretty gnarly teeth. I didn't realize that. So don't thumb them. But yeah, freaking oranges, greens, blues, purples, every color imaginable. Their fins got this like dark black, purple stripe, and the rest of them are like orange and red. Look at that. Hey. But yeah, let's get this sucker back and see if there's another one over there. There you go, buddy. Thanks for the ride. Turn around. Turn around. There you go. Bye. See you. On the Euro Tackle Z suspender, yellow perch color. Get yourself some. I will leave the link in the description. These things crush. Also, if you guys could comment down below what kind of trout these are, that'd be freaking cool. I have not a clue. All I know is they're trout. I'm not a big trout guy, but since I moved out here, I figured, you know, I probably should do a little trout fishing. And this stream's only like 5 minutes away from where I live. So I figured it was time to do a little trout fishing. Also, all the trout that I've caught, besides the first one, oh no, oh yes. Like I was saying, all the trout that I've caught besides the first one have literally came sitting right behind a rock. I don't know if I got something dialed, if that's what they're just doing today, or if that's what they do all the time. Oh, I missed one. No. But yeah, that one came behind a rock too. That's pretty crazy. I'm sure when the water slows down, they kind of roam a little bit more. But right now this water's pumping. So it makes sense why they're sitting behind the rocks. As I was leaving that last spot, there had been like 10 people that came and showed up, and they must not be using the Z-Spender because they all left. Unless they know more than me, and they're not about to catch like one fish, they want to catch like 10. Which, that's pretty cool too, I guess, if they can do that. But we're 3 for 3 on spots. Every single spot that I stopped at that looked good to me, I have caught a fish. That kind of pumps me right up. I don't feel like a complete idiot doing this. Hooked up. Gorgeous, another one. Pretty, super, super pretty. Awesome. Put on a show for the little kids over there. That hole over there is just absolutely loaded full of them. That is so cool. So cool. Little one here. Little rainbow. I know what this one is. Gorgeous rainbow here. Wow. Incredible. Super, super cool. You guys can't even see it. I'm gonna get my phone out again for you and show you. First ever rainbow. Not a giant by any means. Hold on, let me get him. First, geez, these things are just feisty. Pissed always. First ever rainbow. Look at that. Gorgeous. Okay, let's let them go. Let them grow. Hooked up again. Back-to-back casts. This one feels a little better. That hole is just loaded. Yeah, this is a bigger one. Kinda. Just hooping them. Look at that. Now you can really see the oranges. They're popping on this one. Super cool. Alright, let's let this one go. Bye, buddy. Boom, and he's off. That corner, right over there, there's one rock that you can just barely see, and they are just loaded behind it. It's all about making the cast to get it there. That's the hard part. Holy smokes, this is fun. The ultralight 4-pound test. Z-Spender, are you kidding me? I didn't think it was gonna be like this at all, guys. Cool. I'd say this is a successful, very successful first trout mission in Connecticut. Oh, and he let go. No. No. Made that perfect cast again. And sure enough, there was one sitting there. God, that's cool. Not quite far enough, but maybe. That one was just on the edge of that seam. I don't know if you guys can see, but there's like grass here and then a dark spot. If I can get it right to that dark spot, man, it's a fish every cast. But the tree that's right above that dark spot overhangs the river like 15, 20 feet. So I kind of got to get it on a line there without getting it stuck in the tree. And every time I end up about 2 to 5 feet short of like the middle, I could cast another like 10, 15, 20 feet and it'd be ideal, but that dang tree is just in my way. Okay, last cast. Oh, and I casted it right into the tree, of course. Gosh, I'm getting lucky. I am getting very lucky. Right into the tree, and we're out. We're good. Okay, I lied. I'm gonna take like 5 more casts. You know what 1 cast means, everybody. Come on, everybody knows the rules. And I don't know if there's a better way to do this. Like, are you supposed to cast and then just let it drift down and kind of just keep it tight and hopefully they bite it? Or slowly reel it back? I've been just reeling it back, and then whenever I get into the so-said slack water, I really slow down my retrieve and fish that area as well as I can for as long as I can. There we go. Right where you should have been. There's still fish here. Oh, last cast. Yeah, I'm gonna end on a fish. Freaking awesome. Man. Don't spit it. Don't spit it. Don't spit it. Yeah, he's up here. Let's go, baby. I wish I had like a little landing net. That would be super cool. I feel kind of bad bouncing these things off the rocks. Oh yeah, he ate that thing head first. But once you get it into the spot, that's been the deal. There we go. Just like that. Another gorgeous one. Colored up. This one's got less dots on it, as you can maybe see right by my thumb here. If he stops wobbling, there's only 1 dot right there. There's only 2 on that side. But let's let them go. Let them grow. Thanks for the ride. We had some fun today. They got some super cool dots and patterns on their backs. I don't know what you guys can see here, but there we go. Bye. Bet you he goes out and sits right behind that rock. Oh, booyah, baby. Okay, yep. We're gonna be done. We've had a ball of a time. Caught plenty of fish. I don't know like which ones are good to eat, which ones aren't. I'm gonna do a little research tonight, and maybe one of these nights we'll do a catch and cook for you. A little trout catch and cook. I feel like that'd be super cool. I think you guys would enjoy it. Comment down below if you enjoy a trout catch and cook. But for now, we're out of here. Okay, well, we are headed out. Just look at this view though. Man, it don't get too much better than that. Absolutely stunning. And we slayed the fish. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you could go down, hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and we're on the journey to 10K. Gotta thank you guys. We surpassed 9K last video or 2 videos ago. I guess I don't know when this video is coming out, but thank you guys so much. Yeah, so smash that subscribe button. Let's get to 10K and let's keep this train rolling. But I think we're out of here. Until next time. Peace.